I've done this, I pre-done it, so I wasn't doing it in the dark. I don't like using cutting tools in the dark, so I've done this earlier on, and I split the stick down the middle. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to simply slide the fish into that stick, like so, and move it down, and you can see the spine where I took it out is sitting now on that stick, or should be. So all I want to do now is, in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to, rather than videoing the whole thing, I'm going to put a hole through there and a hole through there, and one on that side and one on that side, and then I'm going to feed this stick in through there, round the back of the fish, and then out through the hole on the other side. So I'm going to turn the camera off now, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you how it should look. Right folks, what I've done now is I've done the fish, and that's the way it should look on your stick. Now I'm having to hurry up here. The reason why I cut that short was actually because I'm being informed that the battery on the camcorder is about to die. There's only 3 or 4 minutes left. So once you've done that, that's what your fish should look like, and when it's over the fire it leans into the fire that way, so it holds on the stick. If you can look at the back, remember the 4 holes, it goes in, through and out the other side. And then what we do is we simply, if John can do that, we simply push that into the fire. The fire's died down a bit, but we're going to build that back up. Once it's cooked and it's nice and crispy, all I do is take it off the stick, and I put in a few of the garlic leaves right down the middle and fold it over like a sandwich, and that is going to be a really tasty treat. Or you can leave it on the stick and you can simply eat it off the stick. But I'm going to stop it there because there's a few more things I want to do. I want to get in fact I'll just do that right now. I want to get that water onto the fire as well, not underneath the fish or you'll be drinking fish stew, but just at the side. Once that fire's built back up, everything will carry on and we'll get stuck in. And I'm wanting perhaps a minute just so you can see me in that sleeping bag in the shelter, or the heat sheets bivvy bag, sorry, in the shelter. And then I would like 1 more minute on the camera, even if I have to sleep with it tonight, so I can get my thoughts in the morning. So I'm going to cut you off there and I'll get back to you soon, hopefully. Okay, what I'm doing, oh excellent, that worked even better than what I thought. What I'm doing now is just blowing the fire back into life so we can get the fish cooked. Just a few bits of wood back on the top and a bit of puff, and that wood's going to go up and we're going to be eating crispy fish, hopefully in about 10 minutes. Well, say probably 15 realistically. What I'm going to do, and it's getting a nice bit of smoke on it as well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask John to cut the camera because I am concerned about the batteries, and there is other things I want to talk over with you before I wrap this video up. So thanks very much. Right folks, here we go. Hopefully the battery lasts. This has been on the fire. Now we have a perfectly cooked trout on a stick, and you can see it's slightly charring, it's starting to fold in, but if I get in there, if you get the meat, you can see it's cooked all the way through. I don't care what, it just falls off the skin on the back. You've also, by doing it this way, oops, you've also got a plate. That plate, just sit it in your hand and you can dig in. John, do you want to sample some? Go for it, buddy. And I can assure you this is the best way of eating fish on a campfire. You don't want to overcook it so it all goes crispy. And like I say, if you don't like fish, then what you can do is you can take all the sticks out and you can put your ramson leaves in there, and then you can just roll it up. If you like the skin really crispy, you just leave it on a little bit longer. You stick your ramson leaves in. There's another one you can use which is wood sorrel, which is Oxalis acetosella, and you can shove that in there as well, and you can just roll it up into like a cigar, and you know, there's loads and loads of wild edibles that you can just stick in there to make fish taste better if you're not a fish person. I am. I love the taste of this, and I'm just going to enjoy this. Oh, look at that, it's just perfect. It's perfectly cooked. It's nice and crispy. Okay, I'm going to turn that off because I'm going to try and keep the battery, because like I said, there's a few more things I want to do, but I'll just try to show you different stages now before I turn in for the night. Thank you. Right guys, that's me. I'm turning in for the night. As you can see, I've got this heat sheets bivvy bag on. You know, why not? Let's see what it does. I honestly recommend this pack to you. You now know that it's possible to come out and do a night's camping. All I've had here is this pack and the contents that I've had in it. I'm going to put this on now. It's silver on the inside, orange on the outside, which would be good for a signal marker. I'm going to kind of just pull this up because I think once I'm in here I ain't coming out again. And let's get myself up. Okay. Again, this is where the moss is a must. There are my feet right down the bottom of that pack. And there we go. Oh, well, might as well try it as a pillow as well. Multifunctional, these Maxpedition bags. Sounds good. That's it. Fire's a treat. Okay. I'm not expecting to be exactly 100% luxurious tonight, but I am going to rough it out, and I'm going to tell you, hopefully there's enough battery. What I'm going to do is, John's videoing this now. Once he's finished videoing this, he's going to hand me the battery, and I'm going to stick it in my pocket all night, and hopefully there's enough in the morning just to tell you whether or not this product's worth its weight. I have a feeling I'm going to sweat a lot in it, but at least I'm going to be warm, and I think that's the whole point. So anyway, thank you very much for watching all these videos that I'm sticking on YouTube. I hope you find them informative, and I think we can all learn together, especially when it comes to all these products that are getting put on the market. And I think we'll just put them all to the test over the next few videos, and we'll see if they do what they say on the tin. Thank you very much. Mr. Mo here, Stick Survival. Hopefully see you in the morning. Good night. Morning folks. Well, let me say this. This bag that I was in last night is absolutely soaking on the inside, but I guess that's what it's meant to do. When I first got in it and I fell asleep, it was kind of, you know, I would say I slept really well for maybe 3, 4, possibly 5 hours. And then I got up in the middle of the night and had to kind of rearrange myself, and then from that point onwards I've been kind of cold. I've not been that cold, it's been bearable. So I guess for what it is and the size it is, it does work. It has got a lot of condensation on the inside, and I did find when I was getting cold, the best thing to do is actually pull it up over your head. And then that way, after only a few minutes, it did start to heat up. I've now woke up. It's just best part of 6 o'clock in the morning, and the birds have kicked off. So I guess I'm going to get up now, and the water that I boiled last night on the fire, that's just sitting in the metal mug. So I'm going to stoke the fire back up and put that on and have a hot brew. So I'm going to sign off on that now. I hope you've enjoyed watching these videos and you've learned something. I've learned a few things as well, and I guess that's what it's all about. So thanks very much, and I'll catch you in the next video.